Hey y'all, it's week 1 of Human Development. I'm Dr. Meredith Rausch. I'm going to be your professor this 8 weeks, and I'm super excited. I love human growth and development, and I love where we're starting the week 1 next week with kiddos. I love kids. I have done tons of research on trauma and development, prevention and advocacy for students of all ages. And I really am a developmental theorist, meaning I believe that kiddos have to meet certain milestones in order to really move forward, both physically and emotionally and mentally. But emotionally is where we're kind of going with this. All my videos are going to be 6 minutes or less. I know that your time is precious, but always know that you can reach out to me. I am totally here to answer your texts, phone calls, emails. Easiest way is text, not gonna lie. But I wanna help support you as you journey through this. Week 1 is a ton of reading, it really is, but this is where we get the foundation, right? We learn about these kiddos, especially if you're a school counselor, but you are gonna work with folks who were kids if you are a clinical mental health counselor, or you'll work with kids too. I think it's really important to know that biologically what happens to kiddos in the womb is super important, as well as when they come out, the resources and supports that are offered to their parents and caregivers is super important. We certainly know that a kiddo who gets all their needs met with food and safety and shelter and emotional needs is going to grow up differently than a kiddo who lacks those things. And along with that, any sort of trauma or adverse childhood experiences that they might experience, even something like having a family member who was incarcerated or having a family member who was an alcoholic or using drugs, having them told that they are worthless, having extended family in the house that's maybe not super healthy. All of these things play into a child's emotional well-being and development, and you're going to learn all about it, all the ways that we can help prevent things from happening. And also, I think kids are great because they come to us without so many years of behavior and habits, and so they're ready and willing to change, and we see the changes early and often when we have kiddos who are really feeling good. I think that the best way to work with a kiddo is to help build rapport. Let them know that you're here to help them, whether or not they are excited to be there or not. You recognize that, you honor that, but you want to set a goal with them to help the things that they're struggling with. You want to empathize with them and not take them for granted. I remember being a teenager who always thought that adults found my concerns not important, and that was so invalidating. When we show kids that we really care about what they're thinking about and that what they're worried about or sad about, that's important, then we really get them to open up. We also have to be congruent. These are all the things that are part of person-centered theory, right? We want to be who we are. We don't want to be fake. Kids are human BS detectors. If they think you're being fake, you've lost that rapport, and rapport is where it's at with kids, okay? You are on Team Kid, and while you're there to help give the caregivers or parents instructions and help, we're really there to advocate for that kid and make sure that they feel loved and safe in our environment, no matter who they are, no matter how they identify, no matter what. They are welcome and celebrated in our offices. Get through the reading this week. Let me know how I can help you. You have just their discussion post. Make sure you get the initial post out by Wednesday and then do 2 replies. That's it. I really like it when folks cite one time in one reply. That's how you're going to get the full points. But just pay attention to those rubrics. I follow those to a T, and pay attention to what the prompts are. Do not use AI or ChatGPT. It makes me bonkers. I'm more than happy to help coach you through your writing if you're struggling with that, but let's just use our own voices and learn from each other. We have a full class this 8 weeks, and I am so excited to be here to teach y'all. Welcome to the class.